Ministry of Health, a decree providing free health care and services on offer by mobile clinics in Burkina Faso. You will recall that on July 25th of this year, His Excellency the President of Faso, Head of State, officially presented the award, Mobile Clinics for all regions of the country. The adoption of this decree on free care and services offered by these mobile clinics completes this now historic measure, which will improve affordability. Target populations for these health services. These include mammography, screening for precancerous cervical lesions, and henceforth, people of Burkina Faso, and in particular ordinary people, will be able to access these specific healthcare.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is just a quick update on Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso Health Minister just announced that they are going to distribute the mobile vehicles that arrived last month to all the regions with the aim of free health care. Yes, free health care. They said they want everyone, rich or poor, all the villages to get free health care. So they are going to distribute it to everyone. Please, let's listen to it and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
Cervical lesions, and henceforth, people of Burkina Faso, and in particular ordinary people, will be able to access these specific healthcare services. The adoption of this decree is fully in line with the vision of the head of state, who wants every Burkinabe, especially the Burkinabe Lambda, to have equitable access to quality healthcare and services.
I think it's great news. Since the beginning, I saw those lorries. I know it will be useful. I know it will help the people, ordinary people, rich, poor. It will go to every corner, every villages. They are going to distribute them. Of course, they didn't buy them to keep them. They want to use them to benefit each and everyone. Those who cannot travel, they will be there to look after them. It's great news. I want to add another development story or news to this one. It's about the nuclear plant that they want to build. You remember Russia delegates came some time ago to sign some documents. They went to Mali, Niger as well. So good news, they have started. The plant have started and they have given themselves time to complete it. Please listen to him and I'll be back. Thank you.
Organization and operation of the Agence Burkinabe de l'Énergie Atomique, abbreviated ABIA. You will recall that, at the Russia-Africa Summit held on July 27 and 28, 2023 in St. Petersburg, the head of state expressed Burkina Faso's desire to free itself from recurring energy crises, in particular by building a nuclear power plant. He made it clear that this would be an additional achievement, of course. To enable and guarantee Burkina Faso's energy independence was to enable the country's industrialization, but also access to electricity throughout the country. With this in mind, and since that date, steps have of course been taken with Russia's national atomic energy company, Rosatom, a delegation of which has just visited Burkina Faso. And it's keen to develop the country's nuclear industry, particularly in the fields of energy, health, science and industry. In view of the strategic nature of this project, which is currently underway, it became necessary to federate all the actions and structures linked to the nuclear industry. Hence the creation of this Burkinabe Atomic Energy Agency. Ultimately, the adoption of this decree should make it possible Burkina Faso to have an instrument that federates and coordinates all interventions in terms of the electronuclear program, in synergy with all players, in order to optimize the use of these resources.
This is great news because they want the electricity to go to so many places, hospital, a lot. So they are working on it. They are not joking. Whenever they set their heart to do something, they do it. And we know that by now, they don't set a goal and then wait for 60 years, agenda 60 something. No. Whatever they say they will do, they are doing it. They talk about railway some time ago, not long ago, in fact, not long ago. Now what they are going to do, the clever president want to do is, they're going to build a factory in Burkina Faso that will produce all the parts instead of importing the parts to the country. They're going to produce the parts, most of the parts in Burkina Faso. they're not going to import them. So this will create job for the youth, create job for all the handymen who can work and also build the train, the railway. Can you imagine? Please listen to this news.
Extends to all regions. The creation of this rail manufacturing and laying company, whose head office will be in Bobo Dioulasso, will have a share capital of 10 billion CFA francs. 75% funded by the state and 25% open to industry. Privately owned by Burkina Faso, its mission will be to manufacture and lay rails, build train carriages and manufacture rail parts, and above all process steel scrap. It is expected to be built over a period of 18 months, at a cost of around 70 billion CFA francs, with the structure making a lasting contribution. The construction of a major rail network in Burkina Faso. And at the same time, work towards the economic and industrial sovereignty of our country, and improve transport and mobility for the 20 populations of Burkina Faso.
To me, that is good news. That is win-win situation. It will help the economy. It will help each and everyone. Plus, it will reduce costs because you are not going to exchange money to buy anything. If anything, it will be small. It will be small. The money they will spend to buy spare parts, and it will reduce. So it's better that way. At the end of the day, they have to be paying custom officers because they don't have their own port. So it is clever way to do this. In addition to this news, they're going to build a lot of craft centers, art and craft centers. I even saw one today that they have opened, but sorry, I haven't, recorded to show it to you. But they have opened one. It's so beautiful. They will build a lot in the country. They will build one for disabled people. They will make sure it goes across the country. Please listen to it, and I'll be back.
Adopted. 2 reports from the department responsible for industry. The first report concerns the adoption of 2 decrees. The first decree concerns the transfer of craft villages to the Ouagadougou International Crafts Show. As you know, the government, as part of its policy to develop and support the craft industry, had decided to set up craft villages in all regions of Burkina Faso, which should become important incubators for supporting and promoting the craft industry. To date, 3 craft villages have been set up: the Ouagadougou Craft Village, the Bobo Dioulasso Craft Village and the Kaya Craft Village. After 20 years of existence, these craft villages have come to the conclusion that there are a number of difficulties hampering their smooth operation, and therefore their ability to properly carry out the missions assigned to them. Among other difficulties, there are no real statutes to govern the operation of these artisanal villas. Sends also the status of personnel and, in the case of the Ouagadougou Craft Village, the dilapidated infrastructure and lack of visibility of these craft villages. And so, by adopting this decree today, the Council will, through the transfer of these structures to the Salon.
Family, these are some of the development programs or projects going on in Burkina Faso. I hope you enjoy it. I just decided to add them together to make it short video as well. There is more, but I don't want the video to be long. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back again for another great news that, I really like and I'm happy to share with you. God bless you all, my returning subscribers, new ones, those who are passing by. Please consider subscribing to support this channel. Thank you. God bless you. I can speak fast. Ready to Faso 7.